Company. So I'm here to present to you and to show you about today's technology. So I've seen in my current work that there are still questions, queries, confusion about the technology today. So in each of my videos, I will pick a topic to talk about, and if you have any questions, feel free to contact me through my website or through email, and I'll post all the information at the end of this video. And please stay tuned now for today's topic. So in this still pictures you're seeing before you, I'm just basically showing the different types of internet connection you'll face inside your home. Now in the first picture, it's a coax cable. One type of internet we always say from internet provider is cable internet. It uses the old TV cable outlet to deliver the internet to the customer or the home. The second picture here is a telephone jack, and other providers will do internet connection through the phone outlet. So basically, this is for internet like DSL, they call it, and that's another way of delivering the internet to the customer. And there's one more thing that it's pretty new, but it is called a fiber optic. Fiber optic is like a light tube that delivers the internet transmission also into your home. Now, some companies do change the connection to deliver the internet with either a cable outlet or phone outlet. It depends on the equipment they will be using. For the internet provider I'm using, they decide to do that with a particular modem, and then change that to another device to pass the internet into your home. So that is the third picture there I'm showing. So in the next section coming up, it's basically how the internet interacts with the modem. So one of the things that I'm hearing when I'm at work with the internet provider that I work with is that customer does not know what to do. So in this video, I did it purposely to show the customer visually as to how it is done. Now, this short animation clip is basically taken from a modem for cable internet, but like modems, they operate the same way. So what happens when you receive the modem, you plug it into the wall and you power it up. Usually the modem will first of all have total of 4 lights. So when you plug it in, you get a power light, of course. And second light will come up is what we call the receiving, or sometimes it's called the DS light. So that means it's taking transmission from the outside world and see if it will connect to the modem. And when it is done, it will show either it will change color. In this particular modem, it will change from a blinking green to blue. Other may change just to solid color. The third light may come in is the sending light, or we call it US light. And what this does basically is it is another light that's sort of like responding by the modem to the internet provider. Hey, this is connecting. Let's see if you can reply back to saying that, yeah, you got the incoming transmission and outgoing transmission to see that we have communication here. And once that is confirmed, the fourth light will come up, and we usually call that the internet light for in some modems, and that shows that hey, you got internet now. So on this particular modem that I'm showing on the animation, it's usually is represented by the at symbol. So once that turns solid green, that means internet is active in this modem and going through the modem. So this is one of the ways that you know. So how we look at it in another way is that it's the modem is saying to the internet providers equipment that hey, can I get connection from this? And then after that, when he says, oh, okay, let's check. So one way is when you're receiving the signal, it will say, okay, we got signal. Now let me just send you something back to see there's a two-way communication. So once the modem says, confirm that, hey, you're receiving my internet connection, communications for reply, and then the modem will probably, once it confirmed that, then the fourth light will go on. So that's another way of looking at how the modem works. This happens for the DSL. It happens with cable modem and also fiber. So after your modem is connected and online, some provider may will suggest or recommend to the customer that you will need an external router. So the modem's job is basically to bring in the internet from the outside world into your home. The external router's job is basically to distribute that internet signal to whatever devices you have. Um, the primary function of an external router is because it's also wireless. It will distribute the signal to connect with your wireless devices like your tablet, your cell phone, your computer or laptop in particular. And also it's got usually has four uh, extra connection to connect from the back to your computer through an Ethernet cable we call or network cable. Now, for external router, I do have, well, it looks like that I do put together a backside view of that. Usually there's one network connection or socket that you plug a network cable from the modem to that. And it usually sort of been singled out from the other four. So it will have some sort of distinction as to where it's going. Sometimes this is labeled as LAN for LAN, or sometimes it's WAN, and other models may indicate Internet labeled on it. The other four is basically for just extra sockets for you to plug into devices like your computer through network cable, or maybe you have your digital TV like an Android TV box, or maybe also a VoIP phone, voice over internet phone. So that is how we use the extra four ports that's on the back of the external router we call. Now there are many routers out there. Please be careful in selecting because some of them have limited capability. If you're a gamer, um, it needs fast response for game reaction. And sometimes I go through this at work, and we usually recommend the external router called the Netgear Nighthawk, which is for gaming purposes or fast response. The regular model that we have is as shown in this video. It's the TP-Link. Now, depending on the model, it may support up to 100 megabits per second download. So this is something if you're planning to buy on your own for a retail outlet to check with the sales associate to say, hey, I've got this internet. What external router is suitable for me? And from this point, I would recommend the customer to also think about future upgrade. If you're planning to go higher than the internet plan you have. Note that to the sales representative to see, okay, you right now you got internet 75. If you're going to internet 150, will this external router work for me? And so you don't have to buy again. They are in the $100 range, maybe a lot higher depending on the model you're choosing. And so this is the reason why I'm specifying these details to you. So right now we've gone over uh, the back of the external router. Now let's flip to the front top side and see what it's shown there. So for TP-Link and some other modems currently on the market, there should be two Wi-Fi band. Normally the two are 2.4 gigahertz and 5 gigahertz. Now the reason why we have two is one is for uh, not immediate area connection. So it's for like if your external router is in one room and you're in another room far away from it, you could probably connect to it through the 2.4 gigahertz. The 5 gigahertz is for sort of in the room where you are to get a better connection. So that's why there are two Wi-Fi band. Now on the front of this TP-Link, you see there are a total of four lights that are lit up. The reason why there are four, these are the four main lights that we have concern on. The power light when you power it on. One thing about the power I should note is that when you saw the picture of the back of the external router, you'll notice that the AC/DC power is right next to the push button for on and off. Please be very careful with this one. I sometimes turn it off by accident, and some people will get mad at me in my household. So that's one note. The other lights on the front top side are two Wi-Fi lights. One light is for the 2.4 gigahertz, and the second one is for the 5 gigahertz, just to indicate that it is on and working. The fourth light in question is basically for the internet. So once you got the two Wi-Fi light and it's receiving internet from the modem, the globe it will turn on to indicate that there's internet coming through and you can connect to the Wi-Fi. Now on the TP-Link and other external router, there is Wi-Fi default that's on it. Okay, and if you flip the unit upside down, you'll see it for this particular TP-Link at the bottom in the middle area. You'll see like a Wi-Fi key and two SSID. So SSID is another name for Wi-Fi network names, and the Wi-Fi key is the password that you type in to connect to it. And this is what you look for. The SSID names are the ones that you look into your cell phones or laptop that has a Wi-Fi list to look for the reference there. So after you get it connected, I would suggest you to test it by using a laptop. Or if you want to use your cell phone, please remember to disable your mobile data. A lot of times I forget to tell the customer that to turn it off and to test it. Otherwise, if the Wi-Fi doesn't work, it will automatically switch mobile data, and that will also show the effect that internet is working. So please remember that. So this concludes this video. And if you have any questions, constructive comments, please stay tuned to let me know. The contact information is coming up. See you next time.